morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to New Hyde Park and the 4th Annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. A lot of people did some praying this year, and we finally got some good weather. Coming into view right now, leading the parade, we have the Nassau County Sheriff's Department Honor Guard, led by Lieutenant Joe Fasano.
Too loud?
Following the Sheriff's Department, we have the Nassau County Police Department Honor Guard. And our motorcycle unit is led by Michael Van Ness, 28 years as a police officer. And next we have the Nassau County Police Department Mounted Unit, led by Officer Padilla, riding the horse Chief. Ladies and gentlemen, now coming into view, we have a bunch of Girl Scouts and Brownies, Troop 1099, Troop 1114, and Troop 1342. Daisies and Girl Scouts. Let's hear it for them, ladies and gentlemen. The group is led today by Lucy Martinez, Allison Chachi, and Tanya Martin. And I'm told this is the first year for a lot of the girls, so let's give them a big round of applause and wish them luck. Ladies and gentlemen, coming into view, we have the Ed Cameron Pipes and Drums, led by Ed Cameron. Eileen T. Downing, our Grand Marshal. Welcome to Eileen and her family members and everybody who supports her. Thanks for coming out today. Next we have the New York City Emerald Society. New York City Police Brass Band. Followed by the color guard of the New York City Police. American Legion Post 1089, Honor Guard. With their leader, John McGuire, founded in 1933. And right behind them, we have some very important dignitaries. Our village board, led by Mayor Chris Devane, Deputy Mayor Martin Najjar, Trustee Art Maurice, Trustee Raina Berger, and Trustee Eve Sheik. We also have other people with us today that are very important. Bruce Blakeman and Elaine Phillips. Next we have the Irish American Society of Nassau, Suffolk, and Queens, President John Dwyer. Up next, we have the proud members of the Cavan Association, with their leader, P.J. Smith. And they're the oldest county organization in New York. Peter Hanlon is with them today. God bless you, Peter.
Oh, Hanlon, I don't know.
We have the Ancient Order of Hibernians, Division 20, led by Tom Lennon. And I'm told they are self-described as some handsome guys. Next we have the Darby Petrie School of Irish Dancing. Lisa and Karen Petrie leading. World renowned for their Irish dancing. You'll see them later. Up next we have the New Hyde Park Garden City Park District School Band. Stephanie Rupert and Gabrielle Sapp leading the group. Gabrielle Sapp.
This year a lot. With the best big last weekend. Went to the one yesterday. So oh, how great the Swift Park. Yeah, well, I put down a full breakfast. That's where I was before. Yeah. Yeah, right. And this one next weekend I do Massive People.
Coming through the arch now, we have Cub Scout Pack 544. Al Poverosa, their scout leader. The New Hyde Park Little League, with their leader Joaquin Mello, formed in 1959, 65 years ago.
At least 9 kids.
Next, we have our Boy Scout Troop 298. CJ Mano, their leader. CJ Manon. Let's hear it for our Lions Club and Gladiator Fund. Dan Connor and Bonnie Sheehan. They show us our Christmas trees every year. Provide financial aid to the needs of our community. Let's hear it. Our Knights of Columbus, Post 2852, the New Hyde Park Council, Grand Knight Aloysius. Over 70 years strong. Our Chamber of Commerce, Cheryl Fajaro, shop locally. Over 250 businesses represented. The Lakeville Estates and Civic Association. Bill Cretone, their leader today. Next is our New Hyde Park Junior Fire Department. Named the best junior fire department in New York State for the year 2024. Led by Doris Merchandani, their captain, and moderator Wally Brooks. Our junior fire department is made up of over 75 members, and we have a long waiting list. Next, the color guard of the New Hyde Park Fire Department, led by Tommy Serra. And now we have the Nassau County Firefighter Emerald Society. The Nassau County Pipers are celebrating 50 years. And now the fire departments of Nassau County, led by New Hyde Park Chief Tom Farina. We have the Chief of Manhasset Lakeville, Chief Chen. Floral Park Fire Department and Chief O'Connor. South Floral Park Fire Department and Chief Belly. The Garden City Park Fire Department. Franklin Square and Munson Fire Department, led by Chief Pons. The West Hempstead Fire Department, led by Chief Broom. The Great Neck Alerts by Chief Gallo. The Great Neck Vigilance. And the Williston Park Fire Department, led by Chief Colpus. And Billy Cornell. We have the Westbury Fire Department, who happy to be here. We have Mike Ward, former president of the Manhasset Lakeville Fire Department.
first celebrate and honor the gift of courage and wisdom of St. Patrick. In honor of him and the people of Ireland, increase courage and wisdom in all of us today. Help us to choose love and not fear, to change ourselves and not the planet, to act justly for the sake of the vulnerable, and to make the world a better place for everyone. Multiply our joys and our unity today, and draw us closer as sisters and brothers in God's family.
Before I have to know that the presentation over, presentation over to our mayor, I'd like to acknowledge the compensation of the audience, and organizations like Irish and Irish American. But somebody asked me about Irish and Irish American organizations, and what you have to learn was thank God for office in New York and Christ in the area. Because that's what keeps St. Patrick. That's what keeps the army of St. Patrick, the tribute to St. Patrick. A little bit of Irish blood that keeps it all going. We appreciate it. Thank you so very much for getting involved in organizations and the promotion of Irish culture in any aspect of life. So show that to your children that they're here as a big example tomorrow. They are tomorrow's fire people, and they are tomorrow's great participants here, hopefully in New Rag Park for a long, long time. I'd like to acknowledge the County Chair President is here, and Morgan O'Neill Reid, and very Irish morning, just say hello. Over there somewhere, Morgan, back to you. Back. Let's hear it from Morgan. Let's hear it.
Thank you, Roman, who's the MC outside. And let's give it up for our first female Grand Marshal, Eileen. I just want to thank, some people I want to thank, because what gets pulled off here today seems effortless, it's not. There was a lot of work that went into this, and you'll see next door, a lot of work that went into next door. So I want to thank our hosts, first and foremost, the outstanding New Hyde Park Volunteer Fire Department took place and really made this happen on the village level. I want to thank our village staff is here. I want to thank Cheryl, Laura, Jamie, Teresa, Trisha, John, Rebecca, our clerk treasurer, Igor, who's here, Mario, Tommy Kane, Greg, our foreman. Everybody took place and made this work yesterday. I want to introduce my village board, Monty Najar, our deputy mayor, trustee Art Sabrice, trustee Weinberger, trustee Eve Shake, and our judge, Timothy F. But one thing I noticed over the past year, we had a Diwali celebration in November at Village Hall, and Diwali lasts for 15 days. And then we had a Chinese American Lunar New Year that lasts 2 or 3 weeks. So the board has unanimously resolved that St. Patrick's Day will last the entire month of March in the Village Hall.
Led by a great fire department, a great bunch of chiefs, volunteers. Volunteers that give back to their community and ask you for nothing. Volunteers. That's what this country was built on. So let's give it a nice round of applause for our host of the New Hyde Park Fire.
As the first woman controller, let's give an honor to Eileen Dowling on behalf of the 1.4 million people in the safest county, in a county we will always fund, the blue.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Give it back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Present Eileen, Inspector, I apologize. Once a cop, always a cop. And then congratulate you, Inspector, on being the first female Grand Marshal, first NYPD Grand Marshal. This wasn't just given to you, it was earned. So congratulations, happy St. Patrick's Day.
It was wonderful to celebrate here. It was wonderful to celebrate in Mineola last week to celebrate our fire service. We are here. Thank you to our volunteers, especially to our leaders of the fire department. You are the heart and soul of every community around the town of North Hempstead, the fire department. So it's a great privilege to be with you. Also, thank you to our first Grand Marshal, Pat Ryder, and all of our police who keep us safe. And we're celebrating Irish Americans this month. Your public service, your heart, your great heart, your giving to your community is evident all around us, in our first responders, in everything you give to the community. And New Hyde Park is such a place of giving.
Just to the lady of the hour. So, a little bit about Deputy Inspector Eileen T. Downing, Patrol Borough, Queens North. By the way, Patrol Borough, Queens North, I asked, because we have some members in the audience of Patrol Borough, Queens North, I said, what's up with that? Right? So they said, well, they're really particular about where they serve. I said, well, what does that mean? What it basically means is protect the women and children and get more alcohol next door. So I think we have all that covered. But Eileen is a tough cookie herself. She grew up over on Ingram Lane. She went to Newark Park Memorial High School, graduated. And in her senior year, she was a star on the New York State champion lacrosse team, playing lacrosse at UMass at Amherst. And she's also on the NYPD lacrosse team. Eileen started out as a police officer in the 1st Precinct in Tribeca, and she learned from some of the very police officers who were first to respond to 9/11. She ascended to sergeant in 2008. She then became lieutenant, and when she was a lieutenant, she was in the chief of personnel's office. From there, she went to captain, and in March of 2019, she became captain and became the XO, executive officer, both in the 112 and the 115 precinct. From there, she went in December of 2019 to April of 2023. She was in the Force Investigation Division, which investigates all shootings within New York City. Obviously, she was a shining star there because she went from being captain in July of 2022, she became a deputy inspector. She became the commanding officer of the 115 precinct. So in December of 2024, she became Patrol Borough Queens North and oversees 8 precincts. We are so incredibly proud of her. And if I can just tell you a quick story, which she knows. And guys are saying, it's quick. So unfortunately, this past summer, 2 officers from the 115 were trying to apprehend an individual who was committing burglaries on a moped. And the 2 officers stopped that gentleman on the moped. And immediately upon stopping them, they wrestled with him. He took out a gun and shot one of the officers twice in the chest. He then discharged his weapon and shot the other officer in the leg. That officer, Officer Brayhu, returned fire, saving both himself and his life. We were fortunate enough to actually go and visit him over the summer. And we went to visit him, he had about 5 years on the job, 26 years old, really a baby. And the way it works in the NYPD is, if you get shot, I know this is maybe a little strange to us civilians, if you get shot, sometimes they give you your choice of assignment, right? Surviving the gunshot, as strange as that is. So we were sitting in his living room and said, what do you want to do? You know, you're going to take the summer off, what are you going to do? He said, all I want to do is get back to my command. All I want to do is get back to my guys and girls. All I want to do is get back to my commanding officer because she's the best. I didn't even know who he was talking about, and it's Eileen Downing. Of course, he couldn't make it, you know why? He's working. But his partner is here, Officer Yaruso is here. Is he here? Officer Yaruso.
Downing is probably the best boss I've ever had, you know. She always will be. You know, it takes a lot to, you know, meet that mark. I don't think anybody will ever be able to meet that.
And his officer Brayhu being wheeled out by his fellow Officer Yaruso. And who's standing next to him, of course, is Eileen Downing in the article. So, that speaks volumes about who she is.
Park and New York Fire Department for honoring me. I could never fathom me being up here in front of everybody, right around the block from the road school where, you know, I grew up. I've got my friends from 2nd grade that are here, people I grew up with. Mr. and Mrs. Quinlan, everybody knows Mrs. Quinlan's part of the road school. They're like, she was my second mom growing up at our house. So I just want to thank everybody. It's phenomenal. I want to give a big shout out to the auxiliary officers because without you volunteering, city, anywhere we go, we always need your help. And it means a lot. We wear that uniform well, and you are part of our family. So, New York Park, great town to grow up in, still is.
We want to present you with a proclamation. I'm not going to read the proclamation, but the proclamation basically says that Monday, March 10th, 2025, will be Eileen T. Downing Day in the village of New Hyde Park. Trustee Shire, Trustee Stewart, great friends of the village of North Park. So here we are. Eileen has her own street sign. So Ed Quinlan lives on Ingram Lane, and as you know, we just heard, and I said, Ed, what do you think, although Eileen doesn't live there, what do you think on behalf of the Downey family we put that up on Ingram Lane? He said, oh no, I don't know what that means, Eileen, but it's all yours.
My dad will kill me.
So congratulations to you.
On behalf of Robert Teets, Joe Papa, Joe Abakush, Chief Karina, Chief Walton, we'd like to present the Grand Marshal as honorary chief of the New Hyde Park Fire Department.
There is one.
So as a small token, the Kate McBride Foundation is honored to recognize and congratulate your 2025 Grand Marshal, New Hyde Park owned Deputy Inspector Eileen G. Downey.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the fire department, of course, and on behalf of all the first responders out there on the bus and the village of New Hyde Park, the invitations for the after party next door, which you're patiently waiting for, I know. But I'd like to just wish everybody here, oh, incidentally, I have been invited to be Grand Marshal of the Bayside St. Patrick's Day Parade this year. March the 29th.
Thank you, Mr. Jackson. I normally don't speak on these. This is Irish Day, but I told Chris a few years ago when I went to Ireland, I'm more Irish than him because I actually went to Ireland.
Just one thing. Bobby's husband just retired as a detective out of the 115 precinct. So congratulations.
The very first year I was asked by Mr. Jackson to say something only because we were honoring our first responders and he knows my husband's on the job. He just retired in November, so congratulations, I'm very proud of you. But today I felt like I wanted to say something because it's Eileen. Two reasons. One, she's a woman. But seeing her is such a proud moment for me. She leads by example. I know Eileen personally, we've hung out. But my husband, and shout out to the 115, everybody who's here. Everyone speaks so highly of her, and I feel like that we need more women in that role. We wouldn't be standing here if we didn't have the support of all the men we have behind us, including my husband, our friends, our family, my fearsome leader, Christopher Devane, fire department. Thank you, Mr. We wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. Mr. Jackson, who always outdoes his office. I know we try every year, but it doesn't work. But most of all, our community and our volunteers. We keep coming back to volunteers, our fire department, our auxiliary, everyone who helped us put this together. I want to give a special shout out to my volunteers who helped me do this every single year at every single event. Nanya, Christy, everyone who helped. Beno, I know you were here. Igor, I know Kirsten said all these names. But I feel like we can't say this enough. We wouldn't be able to do this if we did not have the help that we have. Cheryl, Laura, everyone. And last but not least, the community who comes up and reminds us we continue to want this, so we continue
Pretty alive. Thank you so very much for being here. Those of you who are staying with us only get the party that I mentioned before. Is on the stage. So enjoy your day. Happy St. Patrick's Day 25. Thank you.
pushing and shoving, drowning my mind. So for my sake, teach me to take one day at a time, one day at a time. Sweet Jesus, that's all I'm asking of you. Just